Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Hit the bell, subscribe. We have new content coming out daily. Make sure you subscribe. God bless you guys. The rise of the small dollar donor has changed the Republican Party for the better. Eventually, we are going to get better elected officials and better politicians. But a bottom-up movement is far more anti-fragile, far more resistant to attacks. It's decentralized. But not everybody agrees with that. So first, I want to play a piece of tape that shows the everyday man. This reminds me of a National Geographic type special, a PBS special, if you will, that I would see growing up in the early 2000s, where they would send a foreign correspondent to an Aboriginal tribe in rural Australia. And he would go there to sit around and try to find out what the foreign distant tribal members thought about society, and they would capture them. That's John King going to go talk to Republican voters. He's so disconnected. It's so foreign to him. He might as well go down to Peru, to the highlands of Machu Picchu, and talk to the people still living in the 300. And I don't mean this in a derogatory way, so some people could take this wrong, but John King looked at this assignment as if he's going to the zoo or going to sub-Saharan Africa to check out exotic animals. That's the journalistic intent here. It's such a foreign mindset. It is so contrasted with the CNN regime narrative. So CNN goes into the wild with their cameras to view the MAGA voter in their habitat. This is what John King learns. Play cut 145.
Friends and family around the table don't watch and don't trust CNN. There is reverence for Ronald Reagan here. But listen.
The trust is gone.
Reagan's optimism replaced by Trump's grievances.
We got to find our own way to take care of ourselves.
Reagan's disdain of big government replaced by Trump's distrust of just about everything.
I think he thinks he stole it from him.
Still questions about the 2020 election.
And I had a lot of people who agree with him.
Criticism of the Trump prosecutions.
But nothing about that deal is the American way. I don't think.
And this.
If you think the United States should be supporting Ukraine in the fight against Putin, raise your hand.
For you on radio and podcasting, not a single hand goes up. And CNN is suffocating in the silence. Everyone wants war. How dare the MAGA person not want to fly the Ukraine flag? They probably don't celebrate Pride Month. And so that gives me hope. The ordinary man, the muscular class. Our movement long-term is stronger than the Democrats. The Democrats, they are a temporary coalition between permanent, resentful, government-addicted minorities and people that want government benefits, Xanax and Chardonnay wine moms, and resentful college-educated white liberal women who complain about everything with single women, and oligarchs. That's the Democrat Party. Republicans are a multiracial, small business, parents' party, entrepreneurs, Hispanics, blacks, all across the board. The Republican Party is a healthier party. Not left versus right, but top versus bottom. And that might not manifest itself this election. I'm just going to be honest. No guarantee. But if the Republican Party keeps this pace up, as artificial intelligence starts to displace millions of jobs, as the technocrats try to redesign society, the Democrat coalition is going to shrink and shrink. All they have left is fringe social issues of trans zealots and, as we say frequently, the Aspen ski lift women who care so much about abortion, that's all they vote on. I think it's a Potemkin village. I think it's a house of cards. I think it's an unsustainable political coalition. I had an amazing opportunity to speak yesterday at an organization called PHP. It's put on by Patrick Bet-David, who I have a lot of respect for. He's excellent. It was in Las Vegas. There were 8,000 people there. 8,000. Almost every single person was Hispanic and black. And you know what? Widespread agreement. widespread agreement. I'll show you the videos. I'm not making it up. Standing ovations. You know what? We're talking against the trans thing, talking about why you need religion, talking about why our country needs to put our citizens first. Hispanic, black, standing ovations. If we did not have the mass manipulation, the Operation Mockingbird media, I believe at my core, our message would win in every single possible community outside of Sun Valley, Jackson Hole, or the Upper East Side Manhattan group. Somebody very close to me in my family who traditionally would be liberal just came in contact with Megyn Kelly's podcasts and totally changed her mind on the trans issue. In her own words, quote, "I have been red-pilled on the trans issue." I was like, whoa. It's unbelievable. And so the Democrat coalition is going to fall apart. It is square peg, round hole. We used that before. I want you to imagine that. It is forced, and it's going to collapse at some point. I don't know when, but it's unsustainable. You cannot have people who rant against taking money from rich people in the same party as the billionaire oligarchs. Eventually, that is going to deteriorate.